Brunswick Crown Victory releases on April 17th, and while we raised an eyebrow at the name and went in with no expectations for what seemed like a fairly standard mid-strength symmetric ball, both of them went sky high after we saw a couple shots. I'm a longtime Pro Shop guy that's uploaded over 2,000 videos with the singular goal of helping you understand all the equipment options out there so that you can waste less money and enjoy bowling more. I have both a full standard review up front and then an on-lane commentary with shot-to-shot context and analysis in the back half of the video. We are at Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas on the Kegel Chromium Challenge pattern. It's 42 feet long, 25.5 mils. The graph is linked in the description if you want all of the pattern details. The Crown Victory, which is kind of a flowery, ye old English name for a bowling ball, features the same medium-strength symmetric core from the Endeavor. The very interesting tiered hexagon. 15-pound numbers are a medium to medium high 254 RG and an also medium to medium high 045 differential. This puts it in Primal Rage Evolution, Road Warrior, and Cypher territory, and the HK22 Savvy Hook hybrid cover stock that comes lightly polished with compound out of the box puts it closer to the Rage, which is a fair amount stronger than the Road Warrior, despite looking similar on paper. Now, being that this is an Angel video, we of course take everything down to 1000 grit for her because she has a lower rev rate and doesn't need anything close to polish, especially on the fresh, especially on this pattern, and that also helps to remove surface as a variable for future comparisons. Never to worry though, I'm sure every other review out there will feature it out of the box, so you'll get to see a different look here with us. We all know about HK22, but Savvy Hook Hybrid has only been used once as far as I can find, and that was on the brute strength. But Savvy Hook variations have been used several times in the knockout and melee lines. Now, while those balls were more in Game Breaker, Stealth, and Ethos territory, medium strength covers still, but more rolly and faster revving symmetric cores. With the higher RG, the Crown Victory fits more as a similar rounder, more continuous shaping, but straight step down from those that's going to be easier down the lane and a little weaker for when those balls start getting too early or strong. Neither of us were expecting for this ball to look this impressive. I had assumed it was another solid but traditional release, something we've basically seen before but that's fresh. There are staple reactions that need to exist, but people get bored over time with the exact same thing. I don't know how many times people would come into the shop and say, well, my IQ Tour is dead, I need a replacement. And I'd say, okay, they still make them, just drill another one. Well, but I've already had an IQ. I want something new, but that acts like it, so what's similar? And I'm like, well, if you want that ball reaction, buy that ball reaction. But that's why balls continue to come out and get discontinued, because people want the same thing, but they want it with a fresh coat of paint, so to speak. Ebonite has been making Game Breakers for years and years, and you always know what you're going to get with a Game Breaker, but you're still excited for a new one, even though it's going to act like the old ones, but especially because it acts like the old ones. And before that, there was the Vortex and the V2 Solid that was a big deal 20 years ago. And there will continue to be more because it's one of those staple reactions that will always be necessary and effective, and the Crown Victory is also obviously a necessary and effective step down from something like that for when you need a similar look or shape, but it does its fairly simple job in a really impressive way. It's not just the round shaping mid-strength ball that keeps you in the pocket. It's incredibly forgiving, gets through the pins with authority, it recovers from the outside, it holds on the inside, it gets good length down the lane but doesn't miss the spot. This is one of those very unassuming balls that will make people ask what you're throwing, and then they'll be surprised when you tell them. It will be great for transition if you leave it shiny, or obviously be good on the fresh on more medium conditions if you decide to adjust the surface, and this is a great illustration of that. This is also a prime example of why you shouldn't be married to box surface or be afraid to change it. I also had plenty of people come into the shop and say, well, I really like that ball and I want it, but sanded balls are too strong, or shiny balls are too inconsistent for me. Well, then change the surface. We see that all the time on the professional level, so if the pros don't leave balls at box surface, they're pretty good. Why should you? Surface prep is the next most important factor in ball reaction, right under ball choice to begin with, and we established a long time ago that surface looks great for Angel, so that's where we start with everything. Just imagine missing out on a ball reaction like this because you're stuck in old or incorrect ways of thinking. Now after this video, go take a look at what it looks like shiny for the Hype or Brunswick, because it might look best for you out of the box. I'm a box surface guy myself. I always like at least starting there, but that tells me where I need to go, so stuff rarely stays there. Angel, on the other hand, loves the consistency of starting everything with surface. Some people always start at 4,000 or 3,000 or whatever it is, so don't be afraid to adjust things and experiment until you find out what works for you. Revamping the ads a bit here because I have a lot of sponsors that are the reason you keep getting to see videos. I couldn't do what I do without them, and there's a lot of links and discounts in the description to check out so that you can pick up the same stuff I use and recommend. I've really liked a lot of the stuff I've been using from Genesis. The chamois variety, the K-Motion tape has really helped my elbow tendonitis. The Sport 3-ball mod roller that I didn't expect to like but really do. And the Sync Hybrid silver tape that is smooth like black tape but still has some grip like white tape. I still use and love the Nexus backpack. I'm onto the V2 version now. Discount link in the description for that. And if you're going to buy bowling supplies from an online retailer, following the link in the description to Bowler's Mart also indirectly supports me. We're going to change it up here. Rather than an abbreviated kind of throwaway comparison, we went deeper with the review and have the live com following this. Videos have been getting kind of long anyway, so I'll reserve a comparison to its own full dedicated video and let you head straight to the live com. Though to be honest, there really wasn't much to say about this one, so it's more just a different camera angle. Once again, the Crown Victory releases on April 17th with Columbia 300's Rally and Trax Cypher Pearl. Please remember to hit the description for all the resources and information down there. This video was brought to you by Panda Bear Productions. We put the in bowling. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.
Whoa. Yikes.
One looks like a keeper.
I like them both. I just sucked with the other one. Oh, sit. Sweet. Oh. There we go. Uh-oh. All right.